Hey everybody, what's up? Circus here, coming at you with another Herf versus Circus video, and I think this one is where people are gonna hate Herf more than usual, and that's why he got a brand new haircut just to make you like him a little bit more, make seem a little bit more attractive. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's spewing a lot of crap, but he looks good while doing it.
Mm,
How you doing,
Whatever you
buddy? How you
say,
doing?
Circus.
How you doing?
Whatever you say. We'll see who's spewing crap by the end of this.
So the KC Cup happened, and I
Hmm.
feel like I'm doing this intro for every video, but there is alleged cheating going on in it, and this is
Yep.
trickling down into our community, our tournament community, and we're very concerned about it. Of course, we don't want cheating going on in our tournaments because it hurts the validity of them. Huh? Can
Hmm.
you say this guy won the tournament? Well, it's like, did he cheat? Did people throw the games to let him win? What's going on here? I think it's a problem. Herf says, you know what? Cheating is a good thing.
No, I have never said cheating is a good thing. Cheating pisses me off.
Herf would probably cheat.
However,
I have a feeling Herf would cheat.
no, I'm saying cheating in this case actually doesn't matter that much.
Why is that?
Well, first of all they're able to do is see what the opponent has, right? So it's not like they're like guaranteeing themselves to draw stuff. It's just like, yeah, I can see three floodgates, but that doesn't mean they can play through them, right? So first of all, you're not actually making your opponent brick. You're not making yourself draw better. You're just seeing what they have, which is still an unfair advantage. However, if I mean, because in tournaments, the other alleged cheat that they were using is that they were like DCing for wins or like not losses. But if you DC in a tournament, you automatically like lose a game. So
Right.
there's no incentive to use that hack, which is arguably the more game breaking one. And the funny part is if you look at the most successful tournament players, right, and you look at the people that were allegedly cheating, there is zero overlap. So if these people have access or have had access to these game-breaking cheats for so long, why have they done absolutely nothing in competitive like tournaments and like clan wars, team wars, stuff like that?
Well, I think it's because everybody knows that the KC Cup is the pinnacle of competitive Duel Links.
I mean, you can keep telling yourself that, but at the end of the day, how you don't make any money off of winning the KC Cup.
That's true. Now, I do have to say this might be a Herf and Circus come together video because in the video I did with Riot, I also said the same thing that you can see my hand, but you still got to beat me. You know what I mean? So I kind of agree with that. So they can see your cards, um, but they still have to beat you. They still have to figure out how to win. And I don't think that's always the easiest thing. And we also see people streaming all the time when they're in tournaments and they don't block their hands or anything like that. You know, they're like, oh, I'm playing in battle phase, come watch me. And they're not using a card blocker. You can see their hand, you can see what they drew, you know what they have set. And I mean, so there's got to be stream snipers doing that too. So I don't like it, but I'd have to agree maybe it's not that bad.
I think the important part is while like we as a community like have to call it out and be like, hey, this is bad and punish these people. I think it's important that we don't blow it out of proportion and scare people from coming into competitive
Oh
community
no,
then.
the sky's falling, Herf. What are you talking about?
Because I mean, but like the thing is, like most good players, regardless, can read almost every like all of the sets, right? Like like
Hmm.
when your opponent has a floodgate, Fiendish Chain, and pretty much you can see my deck. Like pretty much all of the decks at this point, we've been in the same meta for like a year. Nothing has changed. People are playing the same cards that they have been for like a year. Knowing my deck does literally nothing.
Right.
Like I, sure, this is a game breaking cheat, but like I said before, like I we can play. I'll tell you my entire I'll show you my deck. I'll show you all my sets. I'll like it won't matter because what happens? It ultimately comes down to what do I draw, what do you draw. That's it.
But wouldn't
That's
you
all
end
that
up
matters.
making different plays based? I mean, you might think you know what's in the back row. You might read a delay and get it wrong, but if you know for certain what's in the back row, wouldn't that change how you play?
I would say that it only changes in some matchups, right? Like Dark Magician, if you have to go a 50-50 between like navigation and something else, or versus Cyber Dragons and you want to hit the overflow. But you look at
So
most of the
that's
top
a big
decks.
deal, right? I mean, that's a big deal.
I mean, okay, A, you have to hard draw Cosmic anyways.
Okay.
And B, Cyber Dragons aren't played that much. And C, you're telling me Dark Magician don't set double navigation?
I feel like you're trying to find a way to justify cheating right now.
I'm not justifying cheating. I hate cheaters. If you're cheating in one of DLE's events, I will personally ban you and laugh the entire time. Okay? And nothing will make my puny, insignificant life any better until I get that gratification of banning you. Okay? But at the end of the day, I mean, okay, so like versus Cristrons, they literally only play like 3 back row, and that's Cosmic, Lance, and Impact. And more often than not, they search the Impact. What use is cheating there? What benefit are you getting from this APK?
Well, you can see what's in their hand as well, right?
You get to see 1 card out of their hand. And really, like, Cristrons are so... And just because you know what's in their hand doesn't mean you can play around it. Because Cristrons, like, they have so many plays, and you're always going to interrupt them at the same spot anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So... knowing that it's coming doesn't change the fact that it's coming.
Right.
I mean, and you won't play any different. You would still interrupt the same spot. You just be like, "Wow, I'm extra safe this time." Like, I don't understand what the argument is that like this is like a game breaking hack that everyone needs to lock their doors, hide their wives, hide their children. Like, I mean, it's bad, but it's not holy shit,
So you're okay with people cheating in tournaments then?
I'm not okay.
But that's what it sounds like, because you're like, it's bad, but we can still play tournaments with it.
I have never said that it's okay. I'm just saying
but it's okay. It's okay to, because you're just like, it's bad, but it's not game breaking. We can play through it. We'll get through this together. It's not that big of a deal. That's what I'm hearing. You're saying, okay, it's not good that people are cheating, but you know what? We can live with it.
I'm not saying that we can or should live. Okay, I'm saying that we as a community can get through it, and we can stigmatize cheating, and we can do stuff like that. But ultimately, it's up to Konami to fix it.
So now you're putting the blame on them for you justifying cheating.
Ultimately, it is on Konami. I mean, unless leagues and tournaments are going to like instigate like mandatory anti-cheat software or like force people to play on mobile, which there's no way for people to be able to play on, like, know whether people are playing on mobile or Steam. We're going to have to just get through it and do our best.
How do we get through it then, Mr. Idea Man?
Okay. In my opinion, for people who play on Steam, they should be made to use a system like Proctorio, which, if you don't know, it monitors all of the tabs that you have open, and it monitors like it's essentially will flag if something comes up. Or there are a slew. Okay, there are a lot of smart people in the Duel Links community, like programmers and stuff like that. I'm saying that for almost every other competitive gaming platform, they use a anti-cheat software. So clearly, it's possible to make, right? So you look at something like BattleEye. BattleEye is amazing, and I would love to see something like that come for Duel Links if Konami's not gonna do it.
Why are you just penalizing the PC players? Can't mobile players find a way to cheat then?
There is no APK that is known to work on mobile.
Yet.
I mean, but as of right now, there's no APK that works on mobile.
Okay. But do you really think you could get all these people to start using this software and to leave it running the whole time?
I mean, people want to play in tournaments.
Yeah, people also want to win, so they're cheating to begin with. So why would I would just send a screenshot? Yep, I'm using your little program, Herf, and now I'm going to turn it off. Great
I mean, if you
job.
turn it off, I know.
How do you know?
Because it sends data. That's how a system like Proctorio or an anti-cheat
Who's monitoring this? Are we hiring
the mods? The mods would
Jesus
like
Christ.
receive data, and then the program flags people who are turning it off.
Oh, sorry, I DC'd for a second, and then I restarted my router.
And then that would show
How
up in
would
Smash.
people enforce this?
If people actually DC'd, they would disconnect from the game too, so that would be a loss.
That's fair.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying like, ultimately, there are different community ways that we can get through it, but ultimately, like I said, if these people have access to all these hacks, it's not like they're using it in stuff like Clan Wars, Team Wars, or tournaments anyways, because, I mean, they're not winning. I mean, I'm just going to be blunt. These players have done nothing in the past year besides win this Casey Cup. I mean, I don't want to slander anybody, but ultimately, the good players are not cheating because they don't have to.
Right.
I mean, if you feel the need to cheat, it means that you feel like you're not good enough to do it legit.
I don't think we need to come down on the cheaters like that, Herb. No personal attacks.
No, I mean, if you are a cheater, okay, you are scum, and that's all I'll say.
Herf, come on now. They're people too.
Listen, they are people, but they are scummy people.
Ouch.
That's what you get when you cheat.
That's cold hard facts coming from Herf right there.
That's cold hard facts.
Yep. Actually, you know, I really don't have a lot to argue with you about on this one. I think this is going to be Herf and Circus, I'm going to call it, because I think you're making really good points about all this. I think the people have been saying the sky is falling. I don't really think it is, especially with a lot of the stuff you've been saying. Obviously, I was just trying to troll you to see if you could defend your positions, and I think you did rather well. So I'm gonna call this Herf and Circus.
Oh, well, hot damn.
I think this is a pretty good one. I think you make legitimate points. I mean, the people that need to cheat probably aren't good at the game, and most of the people that are in the community are good enough where they don't need to. And I don't think a third-party software is going to work, though. I don't think that'll work.
I mean, it's on the more extreme side. I mean, Duel Links Team Wars is talking about instituting mandatory screenshots periodically through the match so they can see like what's going on. I mean, it's an idea. I don't know, or just mandating everybody play on their phones. That's probably the easiest, although it's the most annoying. So we'll see ultimately what the community decides. I mean, I think that the anti-cheat software is most applicable in leagues because you have, you know, like 10 people playing at a time versus like 200, right? So like if you think about like holding a Battle Face Monday and then having like 200 people having to be on this program. I mean, it's just more of a headache for mods.
Right.
I think it's less likely to be in tournaments, but ultimately, just don't cheat. Don't be a scumbag. Come on. Come on, guys.
I guess we'll just leave it like that. At that, I really wanted to argue with Herf on this one, but I hate to say it, but I think Herf was right. If we were keeping score, it'd be like Circus 10, Herf 1, but...
I'm going to disagree with that part, but we ended in such a nice place, I would hate to go off again.
Yeah, okay, so at most, I'll give you 2. Circus, Circus 12, like, Herf 2.
We'll give each other a nice like Midwestern hug with a nice pat on the back.
Right.
And get out of here.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Herf actually didn't sound like a dumbass. So if you liked everything that you heard here, make sure to get in our Discord because that's where we host all these cheat-free tournaments or less cheating tournaments, hopefully. We have a great new player help channel where we will advise you not to cheat. We have a great new player.
We do advise that.
We'll have a great new player stream on Saturday nights where we'll also advise you not to cheat, and we'll show you how to play the deck so you don't have to cheat. It's good stuff. So, and we got Damage Step coming up. That's gonna be a lot of fun. That's our pay-to-play tournament. It's $5 to get in, but the prize pool is much larger than normal. So all the best players that do not cheat will be there. So that's why Herf is not going to be in it. So,
oof.
Ouch. Yeah, so we're gonna get out of here. I'm Circus. That's Herf.
See ya.
We'll see you next time.